Tropes play an essential role in genre art, especially in storytelling, whether on-screen or between the pages. With folk horror being a smaller niche of the broader genre, I'm sure many of you like me have wondered, what the heck is folk horror? The more folk horror I watch, the more I experience this genre as a rebellion of the old ways against the new. The more I explore the tropes, the more I believe this is why folk horror exists. To stand up against a modern society that wants us to conform, submit, to abandon our most ancient primal roots, and forget who we truly are. There's something undeniably creepy about secluded villages shrouded in fog and mystery. Folk horror thrives in settings where isolated communities follow ancient, often arcane traditions. These places are steeped in tradition, and the locals might not welcome prying eyes. Or if they do welcome you, it's for reasons that should have you watching your back. Rituals are at the heart of many folk horror tales. Think dances around the maypole or blood sacrifices to forgotten gods. These age-old practices connect the community to the land, but often at a horrifying cost. The blend of pagan customs with suspense builds a storyline where the past is never truly dead. Forests, fields, and coastlines are more than just a backdrop in folk horror. They're characters in their own right. The wind whispers through the trees and the land feels alive, and not always benevolent. This trope reminds us that nature is a nurturing mother and a wild beast. Adapt to these environments and you might emerge from the forest not just alive, but profoundly changed. Folk horror often centers on corruption, loss of innocence, or a darker coming-of-age story. This could be through the seduction of an outsider into the village's secretive ways, or a young soul stumbling upon an ancient curse. It's a chilling reminder of the fragility of purity in a world brimming with shadows. In folk horror, history is a ghost that refuses to rest. The ancestors' sins cast long shadows and old wrongs demand retribution. This trope weaves a sense of inescapable fate and chilling inevitability into the narrative. The true horror in folk horror lies in what isn't shown, shadows flitting at the edge of vision, the whispers carried on the wind. Folk horror excels at building an atmosphere where dread permeates every frame, often leaving more questions than answers. Whether it's a blood sacrifice for failed crops, or a witch being burned at the stake, fear of the unknown drives humans to madness. Many complain that folk horror films are too slow. I savor it. The slow, dreadful buildup, the primordial fog wrapping around me, it's as intoxicating as the ancient trees' spells. Whether through unsettling rural landscapes or rituals that connect to the primal aspects of human nature, folk horror enchants and horrifies in equal measure. That's why it's captured my heart the way it has. When I read, watch movies, and create or enjoy art, I live for being both frightened and enchanted. Preserving a sense of wonder during dark times is, in my opinion, life's most underrated cheat code. That's what folk horror means to me. It's an exercise to preserve our sense of wonder, imagination, and magic in harrowing circumstances. Folk horror beckons that we remember who we are when the stakes have never been higher. Finally, folk horror is a journey into the heart of darkness, following the pulse of the earth, reminding us that sometimes the truest horrors stem from Mother Nature. Isn't it oddly comforting to know that no matter what we silly humans do here on this mortal plane, she is always in control? I say yes, it is. Because Mother always knows best.